Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 2 of the Getaway LP. So where did we leave off? Last episode I had done some caving for some iron, because we were going to fix some of the machines in the world here, so we're going to get on that. Going to do a little bit of resource collection here. Out at the Guardian farm, I have to work on an overflow because it's not working correctly, so we're getting way too many fish and stuff like that. Instead of just the sarge, we really use it just for sea lanterns. So we really need the crystals mostly. But if you AFK there for any amount of time, then it's currently getting kind of bunged up. So I had created an overflow with some hoppers, and I didn't quite do it right. I thought it was going to work in theory, but ended up not working in theory, and now I figured out another fix for it. So we're going to head out and do that. So we're definitely going to need some... It sounded Endermanish to me. Nothing. I'm going to need to bring a couple of tripwires, just for the sakes of making some trap chests. And we'll have a couple extra of those on hand. Other than that, I do want to bring a couple of buckets of lava. So we're going to hop into the nether, and on the way to the Guardian farm, I'm going to grab a little bit of that. So, rocks. Alright, and with that said, we are off. We're going to leave Dexter here. Better chance of survival. And so we're going to do a quick hop down to go get some lava. Easiest way I find to do that is fly on down. We're going to pop a potion of fire resistance into the lava. Collect a couple buckets, swim up, we're out of here. That looks right. So let's get on out. We will see you at the Guardian farm. Still has some aesthetics to take care of around here. Make it look a lot better. We will get around to that soon enough. So here's the problem we're encountering. Is this is your atypical sorting machine. It's got itemized hoppers up there to only allow prismarine crystals through this first row. Second one is supposed to be just the shards. Third one, fish. I only want it to fill up, say, the bottom three, and then anything else coming through that at the top, along with ink sacs and stuff like that, any miscellaneous drops. I think that's all that'll happen. I want to run over here and get dispensed out, and then it won't overload the machine. So the theory was, I thought the hoppers were going to draw out that way after this one would get full, or those chests up front would get full, but this is not the way this is going. So what we're going to do is we're going to insert and probably move one of the chests up top there, and you'll see what I mean. I'm going to quickly take a crack at this, move some stuff around, and I will get back to you shortly. All right, so this wasn't a quick crack at it. Took some pretty major engineering to get it working the way that I wanted it to. I'm going to be showing you the guts of everything behind here and how it's working now, and it is working beautifully. The other fun thing to this is I already did about 15 minutes worth of recording and started to explain everything to you folks. But you know what? You should always turn your mic on when you go to record. So consider this round two. And so this is what it looks like now. From the front, you can see that I've gone double wide on the chest, and it's because I needed more room for my solution. The premise behind a sorting machine is you can have a whole bunch of these systems, one right next to the other, and they'll continue working. Shouldn't interfere with one another, but when you encounter a situation like this where you get one item, much like the main sorting machine where we have the mob drops, the feathers, and the rotten flesh and stuff that come in, if they fill up all of the chests and nobody's around to catch it and to empty it off, you're in trouble because it clogs it up and then the whole flow system stops. So I was trying to figure out a way, first off, originally just to do it with some chests and hoppers in a way that you would feed it into, say, one big chest at the top, and then I was trying to get it to flow into those chests, and then when it gets full it would flow out and along into like a disposal chain, and that wasn't working. Now I don't know if there's a trick to that or something that I'm not getting, but I just couldn't make it flow the right way. Any time that I connected it like that, no matter which way I tried to, it would just still flow all the way through. It would drop into that chest and then out the overflow instead of going down in. And it didn't matter if I dropped it on the left side, right side, whatever side. It's the hopper that went down. It seemed to suck it out of that chest before it would allow it to go into the storage chests. So I've come up with something else here. And that's a regular sorting thing, and the solution that I came up with is just a comparator off of the top chest, and we use I'll call it a control chest, distribution chest, whatever. That chest right there has a comparator on it, and so that registers off the amount of items that are in a chest. Now, a full chest will send power from that comparator 15 blocks. It doesn't have to be 3. I don't know if I can make this shorter, but it works for what it is. It really doesn't matter if this chest gets totally full or even if one item were to do what I want it to do. Right now, I think it'll fill up to maybe here-ish. I don't know, 3/15, so that's 1/5. 1/5 of this chest, so a little over a row, so probably around here. But essentially, when that starts to get full, and this one is on, because that has enough to power it up. So maybe I'll show you on that one. So what it's doing, oh dang it, can't see it from here. There you go. So that is turning on the comparator because it's registering those items, sending power over, and it is locking up this hopper, which is the flow hopper for the sorting. So this hopper would normally be unlocked, and the sorting machine unlocks the hopper below it once it sees one more item and then allows it to flow through. This keeps this locked now, so any crystals that are flowing in through the top here are going to go right through. You see them even there. They're going right through, and they're skipping this because this chest is now locking that. It's a great solution. It's working fantastic. It's not a very space efficient way to deal with overflow if you have a lot of items. Later on at some point I've come up with a different solution at the main sorting machine that I like how that works over there, but for here space isn't that big of an issue, And so I really like the way this worked out. It's a very hopper intensive way to do this, because you can work with a sorting machine with a water flow on top. But if we were to do that, then we need blocks underneath to hold the water, which would interfere with powering up that. And I maybe could figure out a way to do that. I don't want to put the time in because this solution works fine. So because of the way the room is laid out and the way I want it to look on the inside, I had to use a fair amount of extra iron just for this row of hoppers there. But, you know, you got to pay to play. So essentially, we have the crystals coming in here now. This is going to be our shards. And I took as many as I could to fill these up. And I'll even show you this here now. We'll kind of clean this up a bit. And I'll even demonstrate that right now this section for the shards is locked. Nothing's going to overflow and bung anything up anymore. If we pull a thing out of here, and these are trap chests just because that's what I had. A normal chest would be a better visual. But it will start to pull out of this up here. You can see the numbers are starting to go down. So that will now pump and unload. If you pull anything out of the chest underneath, you pull them out, you make your blocks or whatever it is you want to do. It'll fill up from there. That will unlock and it'll refill up. So it's perfect. It's exactly what we wanted. These are the fish. And the only other drops you get the odd time out of this system is ink sacs. I haven't even seen those. I don't know if they changed the drops with a recent update or whatnot. We're playing in 1.8 or 8 now. But I haven't seen any ink sacs come through in a while, and there's a squid farm in our future for that, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. So these are the 3 things that I want out of here. Now we can AFK around this, and it's not going to get all screwed up when we get too many shards or too many fish. So that's working perfect. The rest comes into an auto dispenser here, and that has just a block of lava, or a little lava pool for it to throw in there. Definitely suggest a lava pool if you're going to do something like this, because you want these items to burn and disappear. Because if you've got an AFK farm that does have a lot of extras, and I mean all the shards that are coming through are going to be pumping in through there, it can build up, and it's just for lag, whether it be on servers or your own system or whatnot. The less entities, the better, and these items would build up over time quite a bit if you just let them flop down into nothing. So that's why I burn them. Kind of a trash compactor, garbage disposal sort of thing. So, I was going to build you one of these on the side to show you a little bit better, but I don't think we'll have to. Ooh. Hey, look at the little freak show. Come on, buddy. Is he coming? Can we get him? Yeah! Alright, so maybe... Ooh, I got one torch. Look at that. A torch is in order somewhere around here, just to light it up. Or... we're just going to fill this up, actually. There's no reason that I need this open. It's all accessible from the back. And so we can kind of do this here. Ooh, how stuck am I? There we go. So this will make sure no more little guys spawn in here. That's really the only thing that could. I think. Man, I'm scared. Wrong block in the wrong place, and you're gonna have issues when it comes to redstone. So you always got to be careful filling it up. Okay, that looks like it's gonna work good. Still, that's pulling through, up and power. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. I can do that one, and these, and that should be good. So now there's just prettying this up. really much to it for now. I do want to stick a lamp up here just for lighting. And that is the Guardian Farm fix. That was a long time figuring that out. Always fun. I love playing with redstone and stuff. But it's working good. This can now be AFK'd and we can get as much as we want. I did have to get rid of the auto cooking center for the fish, but I really don't think we need that here. I do think that I want to expand this. I think I might extend all the way out to the other side of where I cleared out the temple, this spawner. At some point I'd love to have the whole thing dropping guardians all the way around. It'd be fantastic. So we'll get to that one day, but I'm not dedicating that much time to this single project. Clearing this place out took forever, and so I still get a little bit, I don't know, not claustrophobic, what would it be? Chunkophobic when I come out here, because I've spent so much time in this area already. So, with that said, this is this is the Guardian Farm. In its future, I do want to clean up, get a little automatic chest, minecart chest dispenser. You can fill it up, send it on its way. I've been doing some modifications to the and working on the nether hub, so I need to find another way to drop in and kind of have an unload center back at home base to receive these carts, because the old way does not work anymore. So, with that being said, that should be the first half of this episode. I do want to slide in the changes and renos that I made to the auto smelter, the furnace, back at the main camp too. I'm gonna give you kind of the lowdown on what ended up happening there, because that was just like this. I started recording saying I wanted to fix it up a little bit here and there, and I couldn't get it to work that way I wanted it to, and I ended up redesigning it 2 or 3 times, and now it's working fantastic, but it's nothing like what it looked like before. So, without further ado, I'm going to head on over that way. Yeah, there's nothing left I need to do right now. Again, I'm going to pretty up the outside of this, seal it off. I will see you in a few. Alright all, I'm back at home base here, and I, you know what, gonna change my mind. We are going to leave the furnace and the main sorting machine for their own episodes. Just because, you know, recorder's prerogative and all. So, I appreciate everybody stopping by. That was the Guardian Farm fix. I'm gonna try to not make all the videos too technical based and maturity and stuff, but I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. This is Bells. Bye.